Alright, what's going on guys? It's your boy Zichi. Welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and today we're going to be talking about the year of Master Duel that we had, since the anniversary is just a couple days away, and you know what we want to see, or what I want to see personally in the game, right? So for the past year, Master Duel came out, I believe Master Duel came out January 19th or the 18th, so we're probably like 2 days, or tomorrow could be the anniversary. And we've been through a lot of changes, right? When the game first came out, there wasn't really any specific ban list, right? We had other cards banned like Dragoon and stuff like that, but none of the really broken cards. Like Rongo was still a problem, Drytrons were a problem, Shadows. I believe during that time Drytron was definitely undisputed number one, but there was a lot of decks that were just insanely overpowered. The Phantom Knights with the Rongo, Drytrons with the Infinite Negates, Emancipators with 3 Block Dragons, and now it's at 1. We've been through a lot, right? So the game itself has been in a weird position, right? When it first came out, we had like an all-time high of like 300,000 people playing. That was only on Steam, right? So imagine on console, there's probably like 600,000 or something like that, right? And we had, ever since, like from January till now, it's been slowly declining, and I want to see this game succeed because I am a Yu-Gi-Oh content creator for the channel, well, the Master Duel content creator, because I started the day that it dropped. I even streamed it the day that it dropped on a different channel, but that's besides the point. I do want to see this game succeed. So when they started, when the game was the best of one, right? So I was like, damn, okay, best of one, it's not that bad. But when you see decks like the Drytrons at the time, we definitely needed a best of 3. I don't think they are going to do a best of 3, but we'll get into that later. We needed a best of 3. There was no modes other than ranked at the time, and then doing the story mode. That was just too linear. Like, it was just those two that you could do, and there wasn't a casual mode or anything like that. Steadily, as the game kept on going, we gained casual mode. There was events coming that was in the leaks. There was stuff like that. So those were really good positive changes, but nothing really changed after the first ban list came. People were still upset because even though they were making all these quality of life changes, right, the game itself was in a bad state because the meta was not shifting, or it wasn't including other decks, right? So they tried nerfing some decks, but it wasn't good. The first ban list was not good at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. We were just excited to get a ban list, right? We didn't know if this ban list was following OCG or TCG, and it seems like now it's more so following the OCG style ban list, which is okay, I guess. OCG is really good. TCG has stuff banned that the OCG doesn't, and OCG has stuff banned that TCG doesn't, so it's not really 100%, together there. But it seems like we are following the OCG ban list more so than the TCG. Not everything is OCG on the Master Duel ban list, but it is what it is. But yeah, as time went on, we gained more powerful cards. We gained a decent ban list from after the first one, right? The first one was just a stepping stone to other ones, and they kept on getting better and better and better over time. To the point where they even banned my favorite card, Christian Hulk. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I had a phrase, we Halkin. Now I can't even say that anymore. We can't be Halkin out here in these streets. But yeah, my main point is that they do a lot of changes that are so small. Like, they're not big enough changes to bring back the community. So that's what I want to talk about here. What they could do for first anniversary, or what I would want them to do for first anniversary, right? Obviously, it's going to be wishful thinking because they won't be able to do everything first anniversary, but they could at least try to bring it to light during the first anniversary, right? Like the celebration. They could tell us what they want to do for future updates and stuff like that. So what I really want to see first and foremost is a tag team mode, okay? Like, if you play other simulators for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, or just Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, sorry. If you play other Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulators, there is a tag mode where you get to play with your friends. Like, if you want to go into private match, just 2v2, that would be a big step in this game's longevity, right? Because then you get to play with a bunch of your friends. You get to use fun decks and play against each other. Tag mode. The simulators really do a good job of it. And at some points, I feel like the simulators are 100% better than this game. But I digress. I digress. It's okay. Doesn't really matter. But tag mode would be really, really good to see in this game. And even if they don't do a tag mode, the one that they have now, or this 3v3 foolishness, is so bad. I feel like no one is playing it. They should just get rid of it and do 2v2, you know? Even like an actual 2v2, like you go in, you see people's name join up, and you get to play like that. So that would be a really good change. Another change would be keeping us updated, like as soon as they're doing something, or as soon as something like a glitch is there, they should keep us updated, right? I know that the game can't keep up with everything like constantly, but the community, because I'm on Twitter most of the time for Yu-Gi-Oh, and the community, whenever there's like a glitch or something, they're on it just like that. And I feel like a lot of times they do get added a lot on Twitter for these situations, so they should be able to know what's going on, right? So I want them to be more involved with the community. They're not too involved. Even if you tweet at them, they won't say anything. Like I used to play other gacha games like Dragon Ball Legends. They do a really good job of keeping updated with the community. They address a lot of the issues with the community. They'll tell the community, hey, we heard your voice. We're working on this and that. That's the kind of reaction or feedback I want from them, right? We want to be more updated and stuff like that. We want to see a best of 3 mode. If they're not going to do ranked as a best of 3, they could at least add a separate mode that's a best of 3, which would be insane. Like, it would be so good for this game. You don't understand how many people want a best of 3 mode, because best of 1 is just too overpowered. For decks like Despia, for example, best of 1, you're probably going to win. Or Runic, best of 1, you're probably going to win. Without a way to put in a side deck in your main deck to help you play against these decks, you're probably not going to win, right? That's why best of 1 is not my favorite, but I do understand why they wanted to do a best of 1, because they want to make the games quicker. They want to get you into the next game as fast as possible. But at the end of the day, the decks are too strong for a best of 1, right? It's not fun. It's not fun trying to get to Diamond 1 playing against Runics without a way to know that you're going to be playing against a Runic deck, right? So that's why I feel like best of 3 is good. It gives you a chance to see what your opponent's playing and doing, and helps you, you know, play against it with your side deck. So that would be a really, really good thing. Another thing would be more consistent ban lists. What I mean by that is the TCG, I believe, gets a ban list like every like 6 months. I don't even know, but their ban list is not as frequent as it should be. In Master Duel, I feel like the ban list should be after every 2 seasons, you know what I mean? Because then at that point the decks already get their use out of it. Even if it's I don't know, because every season it would be 2 months apart. That would be kind of too much. I'll say maybe 4 months apart we get a new ban list, because some of these decks reign for too long. Like, it's too long, and they say that they use the rank system to make the ban list. I don't believe that's true, because the way they make these ban lists makes no sense. Right? For example, Despia getting Aliber to 2 and opening to 2, when they have Brand New Fusion at 3, and they have Tragedy at 3, they have Kit at 3. Literally, you're running 9 Alibers in the deck still, even if it's at 2. Which, I mean, obviously, putting it to 2 is a hit, but it doesn't make a difference. The deck is still OP, right? So, and it's been dominating the meta for like at least 3 seasons now. It's time to make a change, you know? So I feel like more frequent ban lists, right? And good ban lists too, not just try to hit one deck, try to hit many decks, you know? Like Adamancipator Block Dragon at 1 was okay. Right? I think you should ban that card, but you know, it is what it is. They're still really good with it being at 1. Your best bet is to call by the grave it, and even then they don't need Block Dragons, which is why I don't really mind Adamancipator. But yeah, those are the 2 main things I want to see, is tag duels and best of 3 mode. Casual mode was good, they already brought that in, but no one really uses that other than to test out a deck, which is what I do. How I tested out ABC Therians. What else could they do? If you guys also have any ideas for what they could do definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely give you my feedback on it as well. I don't really think there's anything else I would want to see, because other than that, they have really good stuff, right? They have really good rewards. Actually, you know what? I will say the store needs an update. The shop is too expensive. Konami, stop. $90 for 4,000 gens? That's nothing. You get shafted in 4,000 gems. It makes no sense. No, that's too much money. We'll lower that a little bit. At least, you know, $40. $40 for 4,000 gen. That's perfect, right? And if you do, let's say if you want to get 10,000 gems, that would be $100. See, that makes sense. That makes 100% sense, all right? But other than that, the shop is way too expensive. But they, like I said, they have a good setup. Legacy duels, the legacy cards suck, all right? Those don't need to exist, and they need to upgrade the box for, like, the gift box for holding legacy, because I have too much. I can't even use the cards. Like, I can't even spend them, because if I spend them, I'm just gonna get them again, and then my box is just gonna be full, and the cards are just terrible. I had them already. Can't do anything. You should let us craft legacy cards, right? So first anniversary, I want to see tag duels. I want to see, or if I don't see them, I want to see at least them say something like, we're working on tag duels, or we're gonna be working on getting a best of 3, or something along that lines, and let us craft legacy cards. Please, those cards are trash. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. We do not care about those cards, unless you're like an OG fan playing Blue Eyes or something like that, or that Psychic Guy's deck, which no one even knows. I'm gonna be honest with you, no one knows that deck. But yeah, that's what I want to see. Like I said, they do have some good stuff. Like, they updated the how many decks you can make, which is good. That was probably the biggest change, honestly, because I would get, like, I would have a bunch of decks, but then I would have to delete some because I had too many, when, you know, you could have just a bunch of decks, which is really good. They did that. Story mode is good. They constantly update that. The pass is good. The pass is really good. The what kind of pass? I forgot what the pass is called. The dual pass. There you go. Dual pass is good. Really good. No one summons on the master pack. I mean, I don't, at least. I don't know if you guys pull on the master pack, but if you do, let me know if it's good. Because from my experience, the master pack has way too many cards. I'm not gonna pull on that. I would rather specifically pull for a, you know, a regular deck. Like, if I'm using Drytrons, I'm gonna pull on the Drytron pack, right? But yeah, I'm just ranting at that point. For the first anniversary, I want to see an update on the legacy cards being able to be dismantled. I want to see more events, better, you know, better story mode, like a different section of story mode. Like, story mode is good. They're teaching you how to use a lot of the decks, giving you the lore of a lot of the decks. But I want to see different modes, right? Like story mode, like an actual story mode. But I know it would be harder to do. I understand, but you know, it would be something cool. This is just what I want to see. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see as well. But yeah, that's not much. So story mode, tag duels, best of 3, the legacy cards dismantled needs to be a thing so I can get UR stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much what I would want to see. Other than that, the game is pretty good. More frequent ban lists, I feel like, would be good as well. Yeah, that's all I have to say. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know. Comment, subscribe, share it, like it, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.